Hey, what's up, everyone in USA, International, Canada, Long Island, aka Strong Island, plus the 5 spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator, YouTuber, host of the most misunderstood lonely nomad, unstoppable independent podcaster, the man who holds the back door of the bus of the Q5 and N24, both Jamaica, Queens, and of course Roosevelt Field Terminal, and of course Queens, New York native of Laurelton, Queens, New York. And you're rocking and hanging out with me on the 294th episode of Off the Meat Rat Chainz, New York Avenue. I do apologize for not recording yesterday. Apparently, as I was watching Sullivan's Crossing, I apparently fainted out of the blue. But um but I am okay. So that's pretty much what my mental health check-in is going to be. So that's a little quick mental health check-in for myself, actually. So we're live and direct from StreamYard and YouTube, and alongside with the Instagram live feed of the podcast show page. Be sure to turn on your notifications so you can know when I'll be on Instagram live recording episodes, and you can also chime in on the topics in the comments section. All right. And speaking of the comments section, you are more than welcome to actually basically show support by giving out by making a donation of tips to support this show and other shows that I do. So there you go, right there. Cash App, G Money Stacks, 555. Um, and and of course the PayPal is G Money Stacks, Queens, New York. So there's two of your options, folks. All right. And yeah. So there you have it. And yes, be sure to grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page, G Money Stacks 555, for more live video episodes. All right. Leave a like and a comment along with the episodes. And be sure to listen, stream, and watch the episodes in case you miss any of them. Don't worry. Everything's going to be all there, uploaded and posted. And yes, I did post episode 293 yesterday night. It's out right now. So be sure to check that out along with the other episodes in case you didn't get a chance to listen. Be sure to download the episodes, add the podcast to your favorite playlist along with your favorite episodes, and share the episodes, share the videos, and I will handle the rest at the end of the episode show. All right. So pretty much what that is. So we're gonna get into the New York Mass Transit files right now, man. Apparently, we got some NTA stuff that we need to get to right here, right now. All right, so we got some NTA stuff to get to talk about today. Actually, I want to start off with this story right here. And this is from the Brooklyn Eagle website. And So this is apparently this is about um the high tech crackdown on the BQE's overnight trucks. So this took place in Brooklyn Heights, Brooklyn. Overweight trucks attempting to drive on a deteriorated section of the Brooklyn Queens Expressway will soon be slapped with fines automatically, thanks to a first in the nation high tech program years in the making. Mayor Eric Adams and the New York City Department of Transportation Commissioner Edonis Rodriguez announced on Monday that a 90-day warning period will begin on August 10th, which already started 2 months ago, for the rollout of the city's weigh in motion technology, targeting trucks weighing over the legal limit on the BQE. That means overweight trucks traveling in the Queens-bound lanes of the BQE's triple cantilever, excuse me, will be hit with $650 fines beginning November 8th. Woo! Wow. Wow. Um, yeah. Hold that thought. The rollout for trucks traveling south towards Staten Island will begin later this year. Massively overweight trucks have caused significant damage to the BQE, in particular to the rapidly deteriorating section underpinning the Brooklyn Heights promenade. Excuse me. NYPD's BQE Truck Enforcement Task Force can only physically pursue a fraction of the violations currently, since the alleged offenders must be removed from the expressway and weighed on a scale. The WIM system will automatically record the actual weight, the actual weights and gross weights of vehicles using pressure sensitive sensors, cameras, record offending vehicles, license plate numbers, and a notice of fines can be automatically mailed to the owner, similarly to the city's automatic school speed zone and red light camera programs. The federal weight limit for trucks on the interstate in 80,000 pounds. However, data collected in 2020 um, at the request of an expert panel convened by then former mayor Bill de Blasio, found roughly 11% exceeded that limit, with some trucks weighing 170,000 pounds or more. These overweight trucks, coupled with the ongoing deterioration of the triple cantilever, has shortened the life of the roadway. The new automatic enforcement program on the BQE was authorized by the enactment of bills sponsored by State Senate Senator Andrew Gunardes and Assembly Member Joe Ann Simon, and signed into law by Governor Kathy Hochul on July 28th. The BQE is a critical driver of our entire region's economy, and we will enforce the law to keep our city's recovery moving full speed ahead, Adams said in a release. I want to thank Governor Hochul, Senator Gunardes, and Assemblymember Simon for their partnership on this legislation. Illegally overweight trucks have caused significant damage to the BQE triple cantilever and to our environment, Simon said. That's why I'm thrilled that New York is leading the way with our first in the nation WIM program to get rid of these overweight trucks and extend the useful life of the BQE while reducing carbon emissions. She offered thanks to Commissioner Rodriguez and other officials and to the BQE expert panel who first recommended we consider this technology. I'm proud that my first in the nation program to safeguard the BQE's infrastructure has been signed into law. And I thank my partners in government and our community for their work and support in getting this done, Gunardes said. Representatives Nadia Velasquez and Daniel Goldman and Councilmember Lincoln Ressler also weighed in with congratulations. The law and the enforcement program apply only to the city-owned span of the BQE from Atlantic Avenue to Sand Streets, dubbed BQE Central by the city. Yeah, they need to. They need to fix the. They need to fix the deteriorating um section of the BQE. They really do, because otherwise, it's going to be a lot worse as far as like a potential collapse or anything like that. So I just wanted to say a little something about that too. Um, okay, so the Brooklyn Eagle is withholding the exact location of the sensors at the city's request so that truckers cannot bypass the technology. The city said that DOT is partnering with the trucking industry to educate truck drivers about the new system. The 90-day waiting period is state mandated. The city also said it would identify and target enforcement along alternative corridors that overweight trucks may try to use instead of the BQE. Overnight jackhammering work on the on the triple cantilever portion of the BQE, delayed several times, is currently expected to uh begin the week of August 14th, which happened already. Um, so in the works for years is C2 Smart. C2 Smart is a consortium of universities, including Rutgers University and New York University, which is working with the city on the WIM sensors. End quote. We applaud the governor and legislature for taking this important step to ensure the integrity of the BQE in the near term, said Khan Osbey, director of C2 Smart and professor of civil and urban engineering at NYU Tandon. Our research shows WIM sensors effectively and accurately identify trucks that exceed BQE's state and federal truck weight limits. C2 Smart started roadbeds tests of WIM on the BQEs in 2019, according to a study published by the consortium. Multiple considerations went into the selection of sensors and the location of each sensor site, including curbs in the roadway, proximity to exits, changes in slope, and surface smoothness. In order to calibrate the sensors, a truck with a known weight and heavy load was driven over them multiple times. Multiple times. WIM legislation was first passed in 2021, and officials hoped that it would roll out in January of this year. Implementation was snagged. However, because the system's calibration pro tools were not the same as those currently in use. Since it's new, it's a purpose-built system. We're just a little ahead of it, Simon told the Eagle in January. To issue citations, um, WIM has to properly calibrate weight and convert it to state systems. It's the State Department of Motor Vehicles that issue tickets, Simon said. A bill that passed in Albany in June introduced a tech fix to make sure the calibration Pro Tools match, a spokesperson from Simon's office told the Eagle. Okay, next we have the MTA as usual. Yeah, this took place a while back, so I'm gonna actually talk about this too. So the MTA is boosting weekend service, weekend subway service on the 1 and 6 line starting Saturday, adding more trains and crews to the routes to reduce riders' wait times. The weekend expansion means trains on the 1 and 6 lines will arrive every 6 minutes on average, more frequent than the present 8-minute headways. It might not seem like much, MTA Chair and CEO General Lieber said at the press conference on Wednesday, but when you are standing on a hot platform, those minutes really add up. Yeah, it does. The news comes just days after the agency announced an expansion lowering weekday headways on the C line in the midday hours, and a month after weekend service was boosted on the G, J, and M lines. Later this month, wait times will be reduced during the midday hours on the N and R lines. More expansion will be announced in December and next July. The service expansion across 12 lines is being funded by $35 million set aside in the $229 billion state budget passed back in May, which stabilized the MTA's teetering post-COVID finances and also set aside money to pilot the free bus service on 5 lines. Um, let's see. Let's see what we got. Yes, the MTA has had an eye on improving weekend service at least since last year, when the agency appointed weekend czar Jose LaSalle. Weekday ridership on the subway has stagnated at around 60 to 70% of pre-COVID levels, a consequence of the rise of remote work. But customers have returned in greater numbers on weekends when ridership is regularly recorded at around 80% of comparable pre-slamdemic days. Weekend ridership and all discretionary travel, the weekends, the nights are rebounding faster to pre-COVID levels, said Lieber. When people go out, when they have somewhere they want to go, they are choosing to go on transit, and that's pretty exciting. More service, of course, requires more trains and crew members. The MTA's chief of subways Demetrius Critchlow said the agency has hired 248 new train operators who drive the trains and 220 new conductors who make announcements and ensure the safety of passengers so far in 2023. The agency is working diligently to graduate larger class sizes from their training programs to keep employee availability high. Yeah, good luck with that one right there, man. Because I know everybody keeps. I know sometimes, sometimes DNC doesn't have money, but at the same time, they are trying to make an effort on things. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, all right, so we have a passing of one of the members of Junior Mafia. Um, um, I'm gonna fill you in on that one when I'm gonna fill you in on that one in this week's segment of chatting or the jazz. All right. And if anyone from the YouTube universe is new here, chatting or the jazz is basically a segment about the various topics that are wild, crazy, and fun. Well, the wild one, the crazy, well, this one in particular has to do with the passing of one of the Junior Mafia members. So there you have it right there. So here it is. Unfortunately, we have a passing in the Junior Mafia family. Um, According to Hip Hop DX, um, this person's name is Chico Del Vec. He is the founding member of Junior Mafia who recently passed away. Chico's death was first reported on Monday, August 14th, which was 2 months ago, by Special Ed, who tweeted, "Just got a call. Rest in peace, Chico Del Vec, Junior Mafia." While a cause of death has not yet to be revealed, Ed told All Hip Hop in a brief statement, I don't have much details other than they found him in his room." As news of Chico Del Vec's passing spread, reactions began pouring in from across the hip hop community, including from those closest to him. Fellow Junior Mafia members Lil C's appeared to react to the tragic news on his Instagram stories, where he posted sad face, black heart, and praying hands emojis, along with the caption, hashtag JM. Faith Evans, who worked with the Brooklyn crew at the height of their popularity, posted similarly despondent emojis on Instagram underneath a throwback photo of her hanging out with Junior Mafia. Junior Mafia's Nino Brown was also taken aback by Chico's death, as he posted several updates on his Instagram stories expressing his shock and sadness. Nah, Chico, WTF, which is what the fuck. Sad face emojis. He wrote before adding, "This one hurt, man. Nah, Cheek, what the fuck? Just saw you. Sorry, can't talk without crying, so don't think I'm ignoring y'all. Y'all don't know." Easy Mo B, the producer behind some of Biggie and Bad Boy's biggest hits, including Going Back to Cali, Warning, and Flavor in Your Ear, posted a lengthy and heartfelt tribute to Chico Del Vec on Instagram, in which he praised the late rapper's positive energy and character. Um, I was in denial all day since the very first post that I saw. He wrote, just didn't want to believe it, didn't want to believe that it was true. My eyes literally watered up a little bit. Chico was the kind of dude that checked in with me often. He would just call me up and be like, "What's up, Moby? You good?" Never wanted, never wanted anything. Checking up on me. That's who he was. Let me say something. This life can be so short, so cherish the good ones while they are still here, because any day could be their last. Always be good to yourself and appreciate the small things. The vanities and all the money in the world won't keep you happy. Wow. Actually, that I have to agree with this. I have to agree with this, actually. You know what I mean? I gotta agree with this. Yes. Um, all right. So it is the love of God, family, and kindred spirits like Chico that will put a smile on your face and make this life worth living. He also he added, rest in peace to a good dude and condolences to the entire Junior Mafia, Chico's family, and all his loved ones. Hashtag keep your soul together and hashtag hold on tight. Um, Comprised of childhood friends of the Notorious B.I.G., aka Biggie Smalls. Junior Mafia released their debut album Conspiracy in 1995, which spawned the career defining hits Players Anthem and Get Money, both of which cracked the top 20 of the Billboard Hot 100. The group disbanded in 1997 following the death of Biggie Smalls, who was shot and killed in Los Angeles at the tender age of 24. But their legacy lived on in Lil' Kim, who established herself as not just a solo star, but arguably one of the greatest and most influential female rappers of all time. Um, in 2005, Lil C's Kleptomaniac and Larceny reunited to release Junior Mafia's second and final album, Riot Music, but it failed to replicate the success of its predecessors. As R.A., the Rugged Man, wrote on Twitter, aka X, while mourning his death, Chico Del Vec was a key member of Junior Mafia and a big part of Biggie's life. He was famously shouted out on Big's Ready to Die track Suicidal Thoughts, on which he rapped, "Call my nigga Cheek. Tell him that my will is weak." Of course, Hip Hop DX sends its condolences to Chico Del Vec's family and friends. Um, Check out more reactions to his passing below. I'm not going to go through all this, actually. I'm not going to go through all this, but anyway. Let's see. Let's see what else. Let's see what else we got on the agenda. And speaking of which, man, we got some wild, crazy stuff to talk about here. So, and this is according to Newsweek. I've been waiting to actually get to this topic, actually, since I've saved this. Um a video has gone viral on social media of a woman documenting her experience after she claimed a man hit her in the face with a brick after she declined to give him her telephone number. Oh, wow. What is with men hitting people in the face with a brick? That's beyond crazy to me, man. Like really, like this is crazy, son. This is crazy. Like why? I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Anyway, that's crazy, man. That's crazy, man. I can't even imagine. That's crazy, man. On Sunday, in a video on Instagram, posted by the Shade Room from Roll Bash, the woman can can be heard saying, "Y'all, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched. This man grabbed a rock and hit me in the face because I wouldn't give him my number." Bash continued to tell y'all at the crowd of men near her and said, "I want you to be a man and do something. You gonna let a man hit me in the face?" The next video shows Bash in the hospital wearing a gown with a large swollen bump on the side of her face. In the video, she continued to say that the crowd of men just watched her get a brick thrown at her. Let the man get in a car and leave. How is this okay? She asked. The video posted to social media do not show the exact moment of the alleged altercation, and Newsweek cannot independently verify if Bash was hit by a man with a brick. According to the Shade Room's Instagram caption, the incident occurred in Houston, Texas. In the final video posted by Bash and the Shade Room account, Bash says after 12 hours in the hospital, she was getting discharged with a concussion. She added that she cannot chew food for the next for the next week. Hold on, let me give a shout out to somebody. Let me see. Let me give a shout out to somebody who's in here right now. Yeah, shout out to Yoli underscore XO. Hold on, XXOX. Hey, I see you. Um, yeah, yeah. Thank you. I'll see you later. Don't let any cranky workers give you a hard time. All right. See you later. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see where we at. Um, let's see where we at. Yes, so Newsweek has reached out to the Houston Police Department via email for comment and has reached out to Bash via Instagram for comment. A woman was hit in the face with a brick by some goofy non-FBA dude, and a bunch of other non-FBA dudes just stood around watching. Now there are people who are trying to be on some blame black man vibe. This is tether behavior, and foundational Black American men generally don't get down like this at all. Film producer Tariq Nasheed posted to X, formerly known as Twitter, to comment about the incident. Um, Yuju Anya, associate professor at Carnegie Mellon University, also commented on X and wrote, "Black men pulling stuff from a black woman's social media. They claim show she didn't deserve protection when a black man smashed her face with a brick and for not giving him her number. Same thing white supremacists do after cops murder black people to claim they deserve to die." Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. This is not okay. I don't I don't care what your issues is whatsoever. And if she didn't if this woman didn't want to give the man her phone number or whatever, then then that means she rejected the guy. Like, come on. Like, seriously. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna hold you. If it happened to one of my friends or whatever, I would have actually did something about it too. But at the same time, I would actually, try to reach out to um detectives or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even if I have to take pictures of what went down as far as like the bruises and swelling and all that other stuff, that's evidence right there. You feel what I'm saying? This is crazy. This is just crazy to me right here, man. And I feel like this is just beyond not okay. Hold on one second. Yeah, that part too, man. Like, really? Yeah. Um. Okay. Where was I? Let me see. Yeah. Okay, author Candice Marie Benbow posted to X on Monday afternoon and wrote, "A woman rejected a man's advances and he hit her in the face with a brick. She was upset because people like men were there and did nothing. Men searched her socials and are using her clips. She's a feminist to justify why men shouldn't have intervened. This is truly hell." Okay, this is crazy. This is very, very crazy and very sickening to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me. Um. Anyway, I don't know. This is crazy though, man. And I don't even know. I don't even know how I feel about feminists these days though. So I don't have feminist friends, so I can't really say much. So let me just move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one, man. I'm not even well. Let's do this. Okay, I had to do it. I had to do it though because there's no way I'm wasting my time on feminist shit though. Okay, so speaking of crazy, so man, what we have is an incident that took place in Jackson Heights. And this is from the Jackson Heights Post, which I did not know that they had their own paper website. So let me just get it all together. Um okay, so this took place on September 8th of this year. Police are looking for two moped riding suspects who allegedly mugged a man in Jackson Heights earlier this month. The alleged thieves approached the 43-year-old man on foot as he was walking in front of an apartment building on 81st Street between 37th Avenue and Roosevelt Avenue on September 1st at around 3:25 a.m., according to police from the 115th precinct. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That sucks, man. Yeah, this shit really sucks, man. That shit really sucks though. um that shit really sucks though, but let me see. Hold on a second. Hold on one second. Let me do this. All right. So the pair demanded the victim hand over his property, and then a fight is ensued where the suspects stole the victim's wallet. The wallet contained around 400,000. Excuse me, $400. Cops said. Damn, really? That's why I don't really carry money like that anymore because of fucking muggings like this. Like, you're a grown ass man. You're grown ass men, and you over there robbing people. What is wrong? What is wrong with you? Like seriously, you fucking idiots deserve to be put in jail for this. Like that's not funny. Um, yes. So the duo then fled the scene on a blue colored moped northbound on 81st Street towards 37th Avenue to parts unknown, police said. The victim was not injured. Yes, so police on Friday, September 15th, released photos of the suspects wanted for questioning and described them as two males with light complexions. The first suspect was last seen wearing a white hooded sweatshirt, blue jeans, and a black ski mask, while the second suspect was wearing a black hat with New York emblazoned on the front, a black sweatshirt with patches, and black and white pants. Of course, anyone with information in regards to this incident is asked to call the NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 800-577-TIPS. Or for Spanish, 888-57-PISTA. The public can also submit their tips by logging onto the Crime Stoppers website at crimestoppers.nypdonline.org. On X, formerly known as Twitter, at NYPD Tips, all calls are strictly confidential. There have been 230 reported robberies in the 115th precinct so far this year through September 10th, up 17.3% compared to the same time last year, according to police data. That's wow. Okay. All right. So Cardi B recently recently was in an incident. So according to Deadline, Cardi B will not face charges for a microphone throwing incident in Las Vegas. She was doused with a drink before retaliating. This afternoon, we were notified by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department that as a result of their investigation, there will be no charges against Cardi, said the rapper's lawyers. Drew finally, David Chesnoff, and Richard Schoenfeld, excuse me. They spoke to TMZ today. On behalf of Cardi, we appreciate the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department's diligent and prompt resolution of this matter. Cardi B celebrated the news on Twitter. Remember, she tweeted Thursday along with a picture of two Jewish men walking in the street, seemingly referring to her lawyers. Cardi B had a drink thrown at her while performing Saturday at Dry's Beach Club in Las Vegas, marking the latest incident in a disturbing trend of performers being pelted while on stage. She was performing Bodak Yellow at Dre's Beach Club in Las Vegas when a white decorated cup with liquid was tossed at her. Cardi B was stunned, then launched her microphone at the woman who threw the cup. Security swarmed into the area while Cardi B yelled from the stage. Her microphone was returned and she resumed the show. The disposition of the cup thrower is not known. On Friday, Cardi B threw a microphone at the DJ at Dre's nightclub after she kept getting cut off during her performance, according to a TikTok video. Cardi B is the latest performer to be assaulted with a thrown object while on stage, although it has happened from time to time throughout pop music's history. The throwing objects trend has lately been ramped up by fans throwing objects at the stage in order to get a clickable video moment. Whoa, why? Like, why would you do this? Why would you do this shit? Like that to me makes no sense to me, man. Like, why? Yeah, that makes no sense to me. That really don't make sense. Like, like first you hear an object being thrown at BB Rexha and of course Drake, obviously, with the bras and stuff. Not like, this is crazy though. Anyway, let's continue. Though. Let's see. Artists including Harry Styles, BB Rexha, Drake, Pink, Kid Cudi, Steve Lacy, not to be confused with the reporter on Fox 5, Kelsey Ballerini and Ava Max have been victimized. And singer Adele recently warned from the stage that she would fight anyone who threw anything at her. Rexa has been the most serious injury, with a thrown phone hitting her near her eye, causing her to collapse on stage, which I previously talked about. A 27-year-old man was arrested. Ballerini stopped her show in Idaho to address her audience after an object was thrown. And quote, "Can we just talk about what happened?" she asked. "All I care about is keeping everyone safe. If you ever don't feel safe, please let someone around you know. If anyone's pushing too much, or you just have that gut feeling, just always flag it. Don't throw things. Adele has had the strongest reaction. She told her audience this week, "Have you noticed how people are like forgetting show etiquette at the moment? People just throwing shit on stage. Um, have you seen them? I fucking dare any and I fucking dare you to throw something at me. I'll fucking kill you." Damn. Damn, son. Damn, son. I would not want to be in a situation like this though. Yeah. Oh man. I would not want to be in that situation. So don't be on anybody's bad side. Um oh my gosh. Um let's see what we got on the agenda before I even keep going. Let's see. Before I forget this one particular topic, let's go to National Fudge Day for a sec. Um yes. Um Ever heard anyone exclaim, "Oh fudge," when they've screwed something up, like the slinky, the post-it note, potato chips, and penicillin? The dense candy-like treat known as fudge is believed to have been a mistake, according to legend. A confectioner flubbed while trying to make caramel, but ended up creating something just as tasty. We celebrate this happy accident. Happy accident. Happy accident. How can accidents be happy? That's oh man. Wow. Wow. That's funny right there. That's very funny right there. All right, happy accident. Yeah, all right. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, happy accident. All right. Yeah, happy accident on June 16th, which is National Fudge Day. Fudge also has historical ties to female scholars in the late 19th and 20th century, when recipes for it spread like wildfire among students at women's colleges such as Vassar, Wellesley, and Smith. One student made 30 pounds of the stuff for the Vassar senior auction in 1890. Okay, 1886. Oh, fudge. Fudge originates from a messed up batch of caramels, hence the name. 1886. First known sale, fudge is sold in Baltimore for 40 cents a pound. 1889, Fudge Island. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh shit. The first fudge shop opens in Mackinac, Mackinac Island in Michigan. 1906, mouth-watering invention. Ice cream parlor C.C. Brown's in Hollywood is credited with inventing the hot fudge sundae. Okay, so all right, so of course, National Fudge Day activities. Of course, you can plan a trip to Mackinac's Fudge Festival. I'm not sure where that is, but um, excuse me. Mackinac Island, Michigan, is 4.35 square mile island that is home to over a dozen shops dedicated to fudge, even though its permanent population only hovers around 500 people. While um, the famous fudge destinations celebration doesn't coincide with National Fudge Day, it doesn't need to. Plenty of folks make the trek every year to see the fudge making process. Try fudge infused cocktails created by local mixologists, run in a sugar sack relay race, or look for one of several golden tickets hidden inside boxes of fudge, which entitle winners to a free vacation package. The festival occurs in April. Plenty of time to book your tickets and maybe get in a few extra hours on the elliptical in preparation. This isn't Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, but it sounds similar to it. It sounds very similar to it though. Yes, you can dish out some ice cream. Wait, what? Ice cream on National Fudge Day? Yes. Yep. After all, you can't have hot fudge sauce without fudge. One moment. All right. Yep. After all, yeah. Uh-huh. The sauce that you spoon over ice cream and top with whipped cream is essentially the same as regular fudge, except that it never sets a mistake made out of a mistake. In other words, until the advent of fudge, the only options for topping your ice cream were plain old chocolate sauce, um, referring to the Hershey syrup, and sauces made from fruit. Nothing wrong with a strawberry sundae, of course, but we have early fudgers to thank for this moment, for this most iconic of American ice cream treats. Yep. Give someone the gift of fudge. It's always fun to treat yourself, but think about what a delight it would be. Um, it would be to receive a box of handmade fudge as a present. It doesn't take any longer to keep. It doesn't take any longer to cook up a double batch than a single one. So save half for yourself and deliver the rest to a friend or a loved one. To take some fudge into the office, um, if you like your coworkers, or to your local firehouse or nursing home to spread a little sweet cheer. Not confident about combining open flame and melting sugar. Almost every shop will happily ship their product anywhere in the world. That way, you can also choose a sampler pack of several different flavors. Um, all right, why do we love National Fudge Day, you ask? The varieties are mind boggling. Chocolate is probably the most well known flavor of fudge simply because chocolate itself is so universally beloved. Besides chocolate and its variations, um, chocolate peanut butter, chocolate mint, chocolate cherry, chocolate walnut, German chocolate, you can pick out on pumpkin pie, maple walnut, vanilla, coconut, blueberry, cherry, raspberry, cheesecake, cookie dough, gingerbread, amaretto. Don't know what that is. Kahlua. Need we go on? Suffice it to say that unless you had your sweet tooth extracted by the dentist at a very young age, you are going to find a flavor on a fudge that appeals to you. It's surprisingly easy to make, perhaps because it's closer kin to candy than to other treats like cookies or cakes. Fudge has a reputation for being finicky, and difficult to make. That may well stem from its late 19th century history, when it often would have been made on a wood-fired stove and without the benefit of candy thermometers. Candy yeah, wow. candy f- Thermometers, wow. um Nowadays we have precise temperature control, accurate measurement and ingredients, corn syrup, marshmallow fluff, and condensed milk that make whipping up a batch of fudge a veritable snap. Okay. We can celebrate it all year long. Yeah, you can. Unlike some seasonal delicates, think crawfish, hatch chilies, corn on the cob, pumpkin spice lattes. Fudge is appropriate and appetizing the year round. Sure, there are seasonal flavors, but one appeal of this treat is that it's good in summer or winter as a gift, a party offering, a public contribution, or just a bite-sized dessert that will truly satisfy with its richness. And did you know that fudge freezes fabulously? That means you can make a nice big batch of your favorite variety, package it up into portions, and tuck it away behind the TV dinners and frozen peas for those emergencies, like the average Tuesday when you need a little something sweet. Okay, here are the dates for National Fudge Day. Um, so next year will be Sunday, 2024 of June 16th. This year was Saturday, actually. No, this year was yeah, this year was um yeah, this year was Saturday, I think. Saturday or Friday, one of those dates. No, it was Friday. It was Friday because um National Martini Day was on the 19th. That was a Monday. Okay, so Monday, June 16th, 2025, excuse me. Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. Then 2027, the same date, and 2028, a Friday. So there you have it right there. Um, Let me see how much time we got. Yes. So let's get to Travis Scott, shall we? Hold on. Okay, according to People, Travis Scott was questioned for several hours on Monday over hundreds of lawsuits that were filed against him after the 2021's Astroworld Festival, which left 10 dead and thousands injured. The deposition, which lasted nearly 8 hours, took place in Houston, Texas, the Associated Press reported. This marked the first time Scott, age 32, has been questioned by lawyers over the festival. Oof. Damn, son. That's crazy, man. This is the craziest shit that I ever heard in my life. Man, talk about drowning. Talk about drowning in all these lawsuits. Like what the fuck is going on here? Like that's crazy, man. Like yo, I don't think he's gonna I don't know if he's gonna get out of this one though. But we'll see what happens. But yeah. So yeah, he's really drowning in all these lawsuits that killed 10 people and the rest were injured. All right, I had to do it though. I had to do it though, just to make my point. Anyway, 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 let's keep going though. Yeah, Scott's rep Ted Anastasio said in a statement, in quote, Travis Scott's deposition is typical legal procedure. What is not typical is how the media continues to focus on him despite being cleared of any wrongdoing by extensive government investigations, including by the Houston Police Department. Now, I don't know about that one right there, but he added Travis is fully cooperating with the legal process while still remaining committed to his tour in support of his record-breaking album Utopia and his charitable efforts to support at-risk communities. Scott's rep had no additional comment. In June, a Texas grand jury convened to decide if Scott and others who helped plan the event should be charged. No criminal charges were pursued. In a statement obtained by People, Scott's attorney Kent Schaefer said, "Today's decision by the Harris County District Attorney confirms what we have known all along. That Travis Scott is not responsible for the Astroworld tragedy. This is consistent with investigative reporting by numerous media outlets and federal and state government reports that have squarely placed the onus for event safety crises on organizers, operators, and contractors, not performers," he said. While waiting patiently for the district attorney's decision to not file charges, Travis Scott has been inaccurately and wrongly singled out, despite stopping the show 3 separate times and being unaware of the events as they were unfolding. Now that this chapter is closed, we hope for the government efforts to focus on what is most important: stopping future heartbreaking tragedies like Astroworld from ever occurring again. A rep for Scott did not immediately reply to People's request for comment. On November 5th, 2021, over 50,000 fans gathered to attend Scott's Astroworld Festival in Houston. As Scott's set began, many of the attendees attempted to rush the stage, causing countless people to lose consciousness or be trampled. After the incident, Scott, in a statement on X, formerly as Twitter, said his prayers go out to the families and all those impacted by what happened at Astroworld Festival. Houston PD has my total support as they continue to look into the tragic loss of life. He said, "I am committed to working together with the Houston community to heal and support the the families in need." Scott also thanked Houston police and fire as well as NRG Park, where the festival was held, for their immediate response and support during the incident. In his first interview after the tragedy in December 2021, Scott said he was unable to hear any screams for help when the crowd surge began. He also said he did stop the show several times in order to ensure his fans were safe. Authorities said all 10 victims died of accidental compression, asphyxia, excuse me, asphyxia, according to a report from the Harris County Institute of Forensic Sciences obtained by People. The victims of the tragedy were Axel Acosta, Danish bag, age 27, Danish, Rodolfo Rudy Pena, age 23, Madison Dubisky, age 23, Franco Patino, age 21, Jacob Jurinek, age 20, John Hilgert, age 14, Brianna Rodriguez, age 16, Barty Shahani, age 22, and Ezra Blunt. Yeah, this is a tough one. This is definitely a tough one for Travis Scott that he's going through. Speaking of Travis Scott, Travis Scott only released his Utopia album in July, but he's already eyeing up future projects, including soundtrack and films. LaFlame took to X on Monday, September 4th, to pursue his dreams of doing a Marvel soundtrack in the air, revealing he would love to curate the accompanying album for the upcoming Blade movie. Woke up thinking I would love to do the soundtrack to Blade, he wrote. Many of his fans were more than on board with the idea, with one replying, "Bruh, this is a vision." Yeah, this is a vision. Another enthusiastically wrote, "You would kill this. Oh my gosh." The forthcoming Blade movie is set to be released on February 14th, 2025. Mahershala Ali will take over the lead role of Blade from Wesley Snipes, with the likes of Mia Goth, Aaron Pierre, and Delroy Lindo also set to star in the film. All said he kept hearing they were trying to find a way to remake Blade, and specifically asked to be considered for the movie, since they were having conversations about bringing it back into being. I just wanted to be considered for it because I had definitely a connection, at least in my mind, to Wesley Snipes going back to high school. He said on the Tightrope podcast in 2020, people used to joke and say that we loved alike and all this stuff. I just brought it up as someone who really wanted to take on that role and tackle that. Um, Travis Scott is no stranger to contributing music to a Marvel movie, having collaborated with Kendrick Lamar on Big Shot from Black Panther, the album, which was curated by Top Dog Entertainment. Scott's love for the Marvel Cinematic Universe is also no secret. In 2019, he celebrated his 28th birthday by dressing up as Iron Man at an Avengers Endgame theme party. His ex-girlfriend and mother of his children, Kylie Jenner, also dressed up as Captain Marvel. Travis Scott dropped Utopia on July 28th, which debuted at number one on the Billboard 200 chart with 496,000 album equivalent units in its first week. Wow. His accompanying excuse me. His accompanying Utopia Circus Maximus tour is set to begin in October and run until December. All right, so let's see what else we have on the agenda. Make sure I actually cover the basics. Let's see. Yeah, so Irv Gotti. Here we go. Irv Gotti. He did a Drink Champs interview, and this is according to Complex. And it seems Irv Gotti doesn't really care for Dame Dash. During Gotti's recent Drink Champs episode, Nori asked Gotti if he appeared in the book of Hove. Gotti replied he hadn't seen it. The famous rumor is that Dame Dash is removed from that book. Nori added, to which Gotti said, "Probably. I don't think Jay likes Dame." When asked if he saw this day coming, Gotti said, "Yeah, remember what I said. Jay didn't need nobody. Jay don't need nobody," commenting on Dame's role in building Rockefeller Records. You really don't think Dame had anything to do with the success? DJ EFM said, "Regardless of how you feel about the person, whatever they did should be credited. Dame started Rockefeller with Jay, so he should get credited," Gotti explained. "I'm saying the making of the records, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Jay was picking the beats, Jay was rapping over the beats. It was all Hove. They was along for the ride." Elsewhere in the interview, Gotti shared his true feelings on Dame. "Does anyone listen to Dame anymore? He's lit on the internet. Good for him," he said around the the 20-38 minute mark. "I don't give a fuck about what Dame Dash says. However, Gotti and Dame do agree on something. Nas Ether diss track outshone Jay Z's diss Super Ugly. Did I think Super Ugly was the hardest shit? No. If you'd have asked me Ether or Super Ugly, I would have been like, yo, Ether. Gotti said around the 45 minute mark. Dame said something similar last month, calling Jay's raps whack in an episode of That's Fucked Up podcast. Gotti also touched on comments he made about Ashanti during his last Drink Champs appearance, um, around the what is it, the 1 hour and 5 minute mark, the 1 hour and 5 minute mark, telling Nori that he validated to the world. He validated to the world that Gotti still had feelings for Ashanti. After Nori admitted to saying that, Gotti asked, "You've been around me a little bit, not like that. Have you ever heard me talk about this girl?" Nori responded, "Absolutely not. She's fucking done with me." Gotti then said, while appearing to be in a playful mood regarding the ensuing backlash, "I can honestly say it just now started dying down. These motherfuckers," he said, "DMs, comments, oh, you still love her. They'll post a picture of Ashanti and Nelly, and all the comments will be like, Herbs punching the air." Last August, uh, Gotti appeared on Drink Champs and discussed learning about Ashanti and Nelly dating for the first time back in 2003. That and comments about Gotti's alleged relationship with Ashanti rubbed people the wrong way, inciting a backlash. I could get past you wanting to be with Nelly, Irv said. Listen, at the time it happens, any man is hurt. The chick that you fucking are in love with is with this nigga. Um, Ashanti later responded to Gotti's interview, telling Angie Martinez that Gotti was salty when he found out about Nelly. Gotti also threw in his 2 cents about Drake and Jay-Z when asked if Drizzy is bigger than Hove right now. Gotti said, "No, I don't view Hove like how I view Drake. Drake still makes music. Hove ain't making new music. Last time I spoke to Hove, he said, Gotti, I gave it all I had." That was his way of telling me I'm out, nigga. He was just letting me know that he gave it all he got. You can check it out on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts to Drink Champs. All right. Now we're gonna go to one last segment. I like to actually like to let me see, what is this? Um I'm gonna go to we're gonna go to segment right here that I like to call Munchies and Drinks. Okay. This is where I tell you stories about, certain restaurants and businesses and stuff regarding the food and beverages. All right. So get ready. All right. Um okay, get ready. Okay, let's get to let's get to what's going on here in the business world of things of eateries and drinks. Okay, so the Lexington Candy Shop on the Upper East Side has several burgers, fries, and shakes to hungry patrons for decades. Last remodeled in 1948, the diner is the definition of old fashioned. But that hasn't stopped it from getting a wave of new fans. In August 2022, this old school business met the new world when Nicholas Heller, a TikToker and Instagrammer with 1.2 million followers, known as New York Nico, popped in for a traditional Coke. Um, yes, Coke float, Coke syrup, soda, water, and ice cream. Naturally, he took a video. It went viral, garnering 4.8 million likes. Let's see. The next day um, after the video was posted, the lines started forming at 8 in the morning. John Phillips, the diner's third generation co-owner, recalls with amazement, and it was like, huh? With a smaller restaurant unexpectedly goes viral on TikTok or other social media, the sudden demand can be overwhelming. Owners have to adapt on the fly, revamping operations to quickly serve a crush of people, but savvy business owners who are able to adapt can parlay newfound fame into uh, a lasting boost for their business. So floating the business, um, still going cronuts. Um, yeah, so there you have it right there. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, flowing the business. Okay, yeah. So at the Lexington, yeah, at the Lexington Candy Shop, Phyllis thought the craze of last August would die down after Labor Day or during the holidays, but a year later, the crowds are still going strong. On a recent weekday Australian vacation of Max Furfoglia, age 32, stopped by the diner for a float. He said he had found the diner via social media, where we were looking to try and find what are the must do's in this beautiful city, he said. And the diner was one that just was constantly being recommended as iconic via YouTube, TikTok. So we just had to come and try it out. For Phyllis, the boost in the business is a welcome relief after the diner suffered from a steep drop in customers during the slamdemic. Before Nico's visit, he sold 10 Coke floats a day. Today, it's 200 on weekdays and 500 a day on weekends. He hasn't raised his prices. A float is $12.50, including tax. Plus, people still come in for a float, may order a burger, fries, or other menu items. Ooh, wow, wow, $12.50. That's very interesting. That's very interesting to keep it the same price though, despite the inflation that's going on right now. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. Let's see. Waiting for this to, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me see let me see what this is. Every day we're going home and we're tired, he said, but it's a good tired. Still going cronuts. One person who knows about going viral is Dominique Ansel. In 2013, before most people knew the term going viral, the French pastry chef created the cronut, a cross between croissant and a donut. At his newly opened New York bakery, the cronut created a craze the old-fashioned way through newspaper and TV news reports. Ansel remembers the frantic early days when the bakery had to hire security to control the line. It was chaos in the morning. People were lining up at 2 a.m. in the morning, hitting each other. Neighbors were calling the police. He remembered 10 years later, Ansel has plenty of other best selling pastries and store locations in Hong Kong and Las Vegas, but there's still a line outside the original Dominique Ansel bakery for the cronut. These days, the line is cheerful. The bakery even hands out umbrellas when it rains and roses on Valentine's Day. I think the most important thing is not to overreact in the beginning, he said. He was approached to do deals for mass producing the cronut, but he declined. You don't want to kill the idea because you want to make money. And so said, you want to build something real and you want to invest into the longevity of the product. So there you have it right there. Um, yeah, there you have it right there, folks. All right, we're gonna get into all right, we're gonna get into a second. Hang on one second. Okay, we're gonna get into the very last segment, which is streaming choices on the go. Let's get into it right here, right now. Be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook, Threads, and Instagram, alongside with my other two podcast shows that I do, which is Excellent for Vibrant Talks podcast, Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast, and of course this one right here, my New York Avenue podcast, alongside with myself, G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. Turn on your notifications so you can know when I'm going to be on Instagram Live. You're welcome to comment on the topics that's being discussed in each episode whatsoever. Tell us how you feel about it and what are the topics you want us to tackle on. But I'm not doing politics though, folks. I'm not doing politics as far as like anything goes. And 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 also um you can also follow the you can also look into the link in bio where it says linktree/G Money Stacks 555, where you see all the streaming platforms whatsoever to listen, stream, and watch. So starting with Odyssey, we have Audible, Amazon Music, Breaker, Bullhorn FM, Castbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Moon FM Podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podfriend, Podhound, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Podcast Guru, um, Podvine, Snipped, Spotify for podcasters, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, iHeartRadio for the number one app for video. No, excuse me, the number one app for music, radio, and podcast, where you can listen for free. And and hang on a second. And of course, you don't need a debit card or credit card to download iHeartRadio and any of the apps that I just mentioned. But if you want, you can download these apps onto your iPhones, your Android phones, iPads, Android tablets, and of course your laptops, which includes Apple, Mac, Dell laptop models, as far as like Windows included. And of course, be sure to subscribe to every streaming platform, including iHeartRadio, which includes 3 of my podcasts that's also on there as well, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Talks podcast. There is Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show. I do apologize for not dropping off episode 63 of my sports podcast platform, but I will drop it today. All right. And you can also follow my primary number one show, which is heading to the 300th episode, off the Meat Rat Chainz New York Avenue podcast. And of course, be sure to do the same. Do the same with YouTube. Make sure you grab the subscribe button for me on the YouTube channel page of G Money Stacks 555 for more live video episodes being recorded. And of course, leave a like and a comment along with the episodes. And of course, be sure to click the notification bell, noti bell, and alongside with alerts, so you can be reminded on when the podcast episode recordings will start, including the date, day, and time. All right. Be sure to listen, stream, and watch these episodes in case you miss any of them. And of course, download the episodes. And of course, add the podcast to your playlist alongside with your favorite episodes. And share the videos, share the podcast, share the videos, share the episodes, and tell a friend to another friend. Spread the word. Word of mouth is important, and of course, be sure to share the link that says Linktree/GMoneyStacks555 alongside with the podcast with your husbands, your wives, your boyfriends, girlfriends, the people you're cool with from work and anywhere else you meet new people. All right. So, with that being said, that's gonna do it. I'm your man G Money Stacks, aka the Gregonator. Thank you very much for listening to episode 294. All right, so stay tuned for 295 in a couple minutes, and alongside with 296. And remember, the grind doesn't stop. Hard work pays off. If you want something, you have to work hard. If you want something, you have to work hard to earn it. All right. And of course, New York wasn't built in a day. And remember, if you are looking for something that clicks to you, that makes you happy, follow your goals and dreams. Don't let anybody stop you. And of course, be sure to find something that is therapeutic, creatively, mentally, physically, and spiritually. And of course, be on your P's and Q's with confidence that gets you into your zone, alongside with tunnel vision. And also, I want to say this though, man. Money doesn't buy happiness. Money doesn't buy you championships. Money doesn't buy you friendships. Money doesn't buy you World Series or any other type of thing whatsoever. All right, so that's it. That's it for me. I'll see y'all next time in the next episode. Peace and one love. And of course, if you are tuning in from a different state that's in a different time zone, good night, everybody over there. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.